I'm the author of a book titled Own Your Industry: How to Position Yourself as an Expert. And in the book, I give 50 different ways to become the top expert, the top icon, the top name. The principles work across the board. Our starting point is to ask, what is an expert? And experts exist at the intersection of three qualities. And you have to have all three working together, or you disqualify yourself as an industry expert. Now, the first and most obvious one, the one that we think of whenever we think of experts, is knowledge. You've got to have the technical know-how. You've got to have read the books, done the studying, spent time in the industry. You've got to know your stuff. You need to know the internal language and how things work. But now, that's where most people tend to stop in their thinking about expert positioning. We very rarely talk about what else goes into creating an expert. It's not something that we discuss with our families, it's not something that's taught at school, and there are precious few books on the topic. So the first one is knowledge. The next one is personality. Personality, and that's what sets the Nigella Lawsons, the Jeremy Clarksons, and the Bransons apart from the rest. It's not necessarily that they are technically the most proficient. It's not necessarily the brand that is the cheapest or the most accessible. It's the one that is seen and known. Personality. It's the face and the voice in the public consciousness. The more you become the face and the voice in people's minds, the more you become the sentence the name at the end of the sentence, you know who you should talk to about that. And the third one is publicity. If you have all the knowledge and all the personality, but you hide it away, you are not going to be an industry expert. You need all three working together: knowledge, personality, publicity. To explain this one, let's pick on the world of IT. In any large organization, you'll have that one person who has all the knowledge, who's been around for decades. But to find this person, you don't go up to the third floor office suite. No. You go down to the third floor basement. You'll find an old, abandoned-looking office with a little sign that says janitor, and it's crossed out, and over that is a sticker that says IT. Open the door, and there, hiding in the shadows, looking at you like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, is this person who has all the knowledge, but no idea how to talk to other human beings. You've probably met such a person. And here's the sad thing. This is a person who is being remunerated on the level of a specialist, but not renowned on the level of an expert. There's a simple formula by which to remember how this one works. If you have all of the knowledge, but no personality, you are a specialist. If you have all the personality, but none of the knowledge, you are a Kardashian. Knowledge, personality, publicity. Mix them together and you have an incredibly powerful, potent mix for creating an industry expert. And that implies some very simple but very practical things. It means you need to be working with the media. It means you need to be seen speaking in public. You need to write articles and create thought leadership content. In other words, you need to become a guide to your industry. You need to teach people how to need more of what you do. When your business, when your organization, when your offering looks identical to that of the competitors, the distinction is the theater of your personality. Be a face and a voice in the public consciousness. Stand up and lead in every opportunity that you get. We often ask ourselves, who am I to nominate myself as a thought leader? Who am I to be an industry expert? And you know, the reality is this: it's not arrogance. If you know a little more than your target market, you can teach. And I would say perhaps even morally, you should. If you know enough to lead a group of people, be the leadership. The secret that no one ever tells you is that no one nominates you as an industry expert. You have to make that decision. When you make the decision, the business starts coming to you. You become a driving force in your industry, and you earn exponentially more. Experts exist at the intersection of knowledge, personality, and publicity. And the longer you keep that up and show your face, your voice, and your expertise to the world, the more you become the name at the end of the sentence. You know who you should talk to about that. All the best to you, and may you own your industry.